سيدنا محمد. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Welcome, dear brothers and sisters, in our center today. And we like to welcome our new brother in Islam. He embraced Islam today, and we welcome him, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, who have guided him to the right way, inshallah. We hope to see you every week to learn about your religion, inshallah. Today we'll talk about the third pillar, which is Zakat. In the last two pillars we talked about Shahadatu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammad Rasulullah wa iqam as-salah wa ita az-zakah. And there is some misconception about zakah. We will clear that, then we will start talking about the rules and regulation of zakah, how we perform. The misconception is the enemy of Islam say this is a taxation. This is a taxation on the people who embrace Islam and the people who didn't embrace Islam. And this is a big misconception. Regarding the people who did not embrace Islam, but they are within the Islamic area, will have to pay jizya. And this is actually a very small amount of his annual income in return to his security and other services that the government provide for him. He should contribute. Everybody has to contribute to have a good community, right? But zakah is different. Zakah is wajib on all the Muslims, and it's actually we are taking money from the rich and giving it to the poor. So the poor actually doesn't pay anything because he doesn't have any. But if you go to Europe now or you go to America and you buy something, even that food maybe is $1, then you must pay tax. Maybe you don't have that extra 20 cents or 40 cents of tax. So you must pay, even if you are poor. But in Islam, alhamdulillah, no. We take from the rich and we give to the needy and the poor as charity. There is a difference between zakah also and sadaqat. Sadaqat is an extra thing beyond zakah. Is the rich Muslim here or
for Muslim?
The Muslim who have the ability can spend more for charity than zakah. That's called sadaqat. But this is a different subject. So zakah is the pillar of Islam. And actually, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam died, most of the Muslims, the Arab Muslims, refrain from giving zakah. They say, no, we used to give it to Muhammad. Muhammad is dead. We don't have to pay it now. But this is a pillar of Islam. You must pay it. And Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, which is the first ruler after our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, weighed more on these people. He said, no, I will not differentiate between salah and zakah. Zakah is, they say, we will do everything. We will do salah, we will go to hajj, but zakah we will not do. He said, no, I will not differentiate between salah and zakah. You must pay. And he waged war until they submitted and paid because Islam is it's not a halfway solution. You have to take it all or leave it all. If you miss one pillar, then like you haven't done anything. You are breaking your Islam. So this zakah was taken until they returned to the arena of the Muslims and they start paying their zakah annually. We want to know who this zakah is given to. It's not an open thing. Zakah is given to certain people. And there are 8 for the zakah. 8 sections of the people that will be given. First is the poor. Okay, al-fuqara. Then al-masakin, the needy. Okay, somebody saying, what's the difference? The poor is needy also. No, there's a difference. Poor, he doesn't have anything. Maybe have one meal a day for today, but he doesn't have anything for tonight or tomorrow. We call him faqir. He doesn't have anything. Miskin, he have maybe for 3 days. But yeah, he cannot extend beyond that. Or maybe he have for food, yes. But if his child is sick or he is sick, then he cannot treat his child because he doesn't have money. That's miskin. He's a little bit above faqir. He have some, but not enough. Okay, let's put it this way. والعاملين عليها. العاملين عليها means the people who collect zakah. The people who collect zakah. They will be paid for their work from the zakah. Then al-mu'allafati qulubhum. Al-mu'allafati qulubhum means the people that just enter Islam or the people we hope that to enter Islam. We give them also from zakah to attract them to Islam. وفي الرقاب. The riqab is when somebody maybe murders somebody and this person excused them from execution, but he has to pay a certain amount for the deceased family. Then we pay for this to save this person from death. والغارمين. الغارمين means the people who spend their money to make peace between people. Any two people have feud or have a problem between them, then this man will pay from his pocket to settle this. Then this person also can be given from zakat to help him on his good deed. Fi sabilillah, okay, this is for jihad, of course. Jihad is when an aggressor attack your home, you attack your country, and you are fighting under the umbrella of the governor or the Islamic leader. Then this is proper jihad. This is proper jihad, and this can be given from the zakah. Ibn al-Sabil is the person who is going from area to area, but he doesn't have anything for traveling. He doesn't have anything to sustain him, to feed him, to help him pay for the trip, then we can give him, we call him Ibn Sabil. Ibn Sabil because he is moving from one spot to the other. Maybe when he reaches the other spot, he can have money. But during the travel, he doesn't have any. So we will give him, inshallah. Okay, that's the 8 types of people that zakat could be given to. But anything else, we will not give. Somebody asked, okay, maybe my father is poor, or my son is poor. Can I give him my zakat? No. Because in Islam, you are reliable to spend on your father without giving him zakat. Your offspring, which is your son, your grandson, is your responsibility. You spend on them. You don't give them from your zakat. Also, you don't give your father or grandfather because you are responsible also. Your mother, okay? But a brother, if he is poor, maybe you can, because he is not a direct relation. You are not supposed to, or you are not forced to spend on your brother or cousin, unless with a goodwill. So you can give them from zakat. But the people you have to spend on them, which is your direct, up or down, your son, your grandson, your father, your grandfather, your mother, your grandmother, no. Because in Islam you are responsible for these people. You spend on them. You don't give them charity. You are responsible. So that's a different thing. Okay, how much is the amount from the amount?
2.5%.
Excellent. 2.5. So if you have 100 or 1,000 riyal, then you pay what? 25 riyal. 2.5 from your annual earning. And this is delicate. You have to understand this. Whatever you're spending on yourself, your family, you're not paying for zakat. Whatever left over, and 1 year have elapsed, then this amount, if it reaches the threshold, then you pay zakat. Okay, let's put it. How can I do that? It's very difficult. Because every month I get some saving, and it adds up. Do I do it every month? It will be very difficult to do. So what you do, you assign 1 month of the year, the Hijri year. The Hijri year. And you consider it to be a zakat time. So we understand the amount is 2.5 from what you saved and 1 year have elapsed. Okay, so
only for the savings, maybe.
Savings.
For your extra.
Whatever extra money.
Whatever you spend on your family or is not
Included.
you don't pay zakat for that. Your house, you don't pay zakat for that.
For the savings.
Only saving. Or your
Animals, example.
if you have animals, yes, your crops. If you have a garden, you have farm.
Poultry farm.
Okay, then you have to pay extra. Okay, we'll come into that. We'll start with money first. How we calculate our limit that zakat is wajib. Then we will go into farming and
Animals.
zakat. Yes. Okay, so the money, how much is the limit, as I said? If we do it on the currency, these days currency,
Real.
then it will not be fair. because the depreciation of the currency. Okay, some countries used to be, the currency was very strong. Now they are going down to where 1,000 doesn't mean anything. 1,000,000 doesn't mean anything in some countries. So what do we do?
What is the base?
The base is gold and silver. Gold and silver will never change. Okay? So if I say 5,000 riyal now is the limit. Maybe 10 years from now, 5,000 is nothing. Okay? Who is debriefed in that case? The poor. He's not getting the same amount that he should get. So you count your money in gold and in
silver.
So if your amount, if you go to the gold souk now and ask him how much is 85 grams of gold, and he will say maybe 6,000 riyal. I'm just saying.
It's only approximate.
Okay, I'm approximate, yeah. Okay, if you say 6,000 riyal, then this is your limit. Or you ask him 595 grams of silver. How much it costs? And he will say maybe 5,000. Then you can choose between gold.
So this is applicable also to, for example, I am a Filipino in the
Yes.
Philippines.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. We're based on the gold.
Yes.
Price of the gold.
Maybe if you go to another country and you ask the gold man, merchant, how much is 85 gram cost? He say 10 million. Right? That's the currency in that country. Then you pay 2.5 of the 10 million. But if you, in this country, say 5,000, then you pay 25. This will stop the depreciation of the currency. We don't deal with currency. We deal with gold and silver. You compare it.
This is the base.
The base. So if you have that amount and 1 year have elapsed to that period you assigned as Zakat time, then you say, okay, 5,000 will be maybe
Applicable for
25 by 5, 125 riyal. Then you pay that to.
So down to that amount, you are not applicable.
Lower than this, you're not
You're not
responsible. No,
Yeah.
you're not responsible. Okay? This is the money or the currency. Okay? Animals, there is certain equations for that. If you have 40 sheep, then 1 sheep have to be paid for it. If you have 5 camels, then a baby camel have to be, a certain age have to be paid for the poor. Cows, the same thing. Okay? There is how about crops? How much crops? Crops, you have 2 conditions. If you pay for the water, if you extract the water by money, or you buy the water to irrigate, then only 1/5. If you get it free from the sky, then it's 10. No, not 10%. 1/10. 10%. Okay? Because this is Islam. This is how Islam. Okay? So everything, if you have an investment, you have a building, for instance, and you are renting this building, what do you give zakah? On the building price or the income?
Income.
Only on the income. If you have maybe a taxi, you don't pay zakah on the
Taxi.
taxi itself, but the
Income.
earning you bring from the taxi will be counted, calculated into your zakah.
Any for 1 year or
Yes, exactly the same thing.
the income for the whole year? Yeah.
Yes. Let's say we have more than 3-4 incomes. That doesn't make a difference. You calculate these incomes and spend whatever you spend on your family. Don't go, okay, I have 5,000 extra, I will. No, that's not the way to run away from Zakat. Okay? Then you spend on your regular spending, then you say, okay, this amount have accumulated and it's been 1 year, now I have to calculate my 2.5 Zakat. And to be given to the other people, because the other people is misfortune, and as Muslim we have to support each other. Community, Islamic community have to carry each other. If you sleep and your neighbor is hungry, then this is a big problem.
So in our agriculture, 10%.
10, if you don't pay for the water.
If you get it free.
Yes, from the sky or below, from rivers or whatever. But if you pay for it, then
Irrigation.
only 1/5 is counted. From the crops.
From the crops.
Maybe this year you don't have crops. Okay? There was snow, there is ice, all your crops died, then misfortune. But the crops you calculated, you collected from this garden and you sell, then you give Zakat. Okay, this is talking about Zakat. We're not talking about Sadaqat because sometimes people confuse Zakat with Sadaqat, with Zakat al-Fitr. You remember Zakat al-Fitr?
Yes.
This is after Ramadan. We pay certain amount. That's different. This is Zakat from your earning that is accumulated and 1 year have elapsed.
Excuse me, Isaac, little bit question. Which it's better, you give it to the agencies who is collecting the Zakat, or you give direct to the poor?
You have a choice. You have a choice. If you know a poor man,
Give it to him.
you give it to him.
Direct.
And if he's also related to you, not the immediate relation,
Yes.
then this is extra. It's Zakat and Silat al-Rahm, which is that you have to be close to your relatives, but not your immediate below and
Your
and
family.
above. Okay? But if you don't go give it to anybody, maybe in the street, by the traffic light, or sitting by the mosque. You don't know, right?
Yes.
Maybe it's not really poor.
Yes.
And 95% is not poor from these people. Actually, there is some agencies for begging. Okay, yes? So it's better to give it to the government
Yes.
or to the charity centers that know exactly who is the poor, and they have certain ways to check on him to make sure he's needy. If you give it to anybody you don't know, you just like throwing your money on the street. Your intention is good, but there is no guarantee this Zakat fall in the right hand.
Yes.
Okay? Maybe these cheaters will get the money and the poor man is still sitting in his house waiting for his Muslim brothers to help him. Yes.
What is the reason why we need to pay zakah? What is the reason? If maybe I have money, I don't like to pay, what happened?
Oh, this is debated by the scholars over the years, the early Islamic scholars, and some of them say he's kafir, he's out of Islam. Okay? But some, they say no, he have committed a big sin, kabira. Kabira. Kabira means something really grave. But he's still within the arena of Islam. But you don't want to go that route, okay? You should purify your Islam. make better your Islam. You don't go into maybe not. These are from Rasulullah. Okay, and it's in the Quran. So these things you have to carry out properly. You're always going to find people, well, I will do this, I will not do that. Then they are going astray. They are going the wrong direction. And if you keep going the wrong direction, what happens? You fall from a mountain. Okay? Into Jahannam. Inshallah, none of us will. May Allah bless all. So you always do your best for Islam to be perfect Islam. But don't overdo it either. Some people say, no, I will do extra. 5 salah, no, I'll do 10. No, thank you. We don't need this. Okay? You worship Allah by the way of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his beloved companions. Okay? Don't do
Over.
extra. Don't do less. Okay? Because everything is clear. We have no hidden agendas, nothing. So we are left on the clear path of Islam. And we should be that way. There are some other sects of Islam, sorry to say, they are overdoing things, exaggerating things. That's not from Islam. So if you do extra, sometimes it's just like doing nothing. It will not be counted. Any question in this regard? Other question? Sisters, you have a question? I know this is important to you. One thing that belongs to the ladies is gold. Gold. Ladies always like gold, to keep gold. Okay? Do I pay Zakat for this gold? And the question, maybe yes, maybe no. If you have this gold to use in either daily basis or on special occasions, then you don't pay Zakat. But if you keep it for investment, waiting for the price to go up, then you sell it. When the price goes down, you buy. Then you have to pay Zakat. This is especially for the ladies. Because we're not supposed to wear gold, right? Men are not supposed to wear gold. But we can invest in gold, yes. But the question is about ladies. I have some gold, do I pay Zakat or not pay Zakat? That's the answer. If she used it on daily basis or on occasion, then she don't have to pay. Just like your house, your car, your tools that you use your professional tools, you don't pay. But if she keep it for investment, then, and she can say yes and hide it.
That also
No, your tools that you use to work and earn, you don't pay it. But if you sell it, then
for example, you have a company.
If you have a tool shop, maybe,
Like it.
then you pay the earning from that. But the tools you use to work, that's your house, the house you are living in, you don't pay the account. But if you have two houses, you are renting one house and what happened? The other house you have to pay from the earning. Calculate the earning and pay the account. Okay?
Okay.
That's the end of our session today. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad.